Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And what a matchup this is. Two survivors of the expanded college football playoff grind, two of the top four seeds when it all began. Both sides have been challenged and pushed all year and through the playoff. Now it's time to find out who can take that final step, as we'll see the number 3 seed in this playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a squad from the Big Ten, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. First down here for this offense. Keeping it on the ground here. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Handoff in a single back formation. He's found some room at the 45. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Back in motion now. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's going to take off here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Second down, looking to throw it. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment. But here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, if you're going to win a national championship, when you get to third downs, you've got to find a way to convert. And here on this opening drive, it's exactly what this offense has been able to do. This time on the ground, keep those sticks moving.
Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tied. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open score. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
They look to throw it here on second down. Snags the quick throw. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Well, the offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a third down.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Defense seems to be dialing up the pressure here. Trying for a fourth down completion. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
You know, in these spread offenses, the game just keeps evolving, and the opportunities keep presenting themselves for the big guys to be able to run a corner route. So hard to cover this.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40. It's a 1st and 10 play.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Nittany Lions starting a new series here on 1st and 10. They'll run it to the left. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Here's a screen pass to the running back. The defense all over it. They stop it right at the line.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking for his back. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looked pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get him to 3rd down. They get pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback panics, puts that ball into coverage, and this defense comes up with that big interception.
He'll hand it off. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. Looks like he's going to run it. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. 3rd and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. trying to extend the play. He'll try a pass here. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense edge to it.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. So the offense clicking now. They're building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Caught over the middle. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice game.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Short throw complete to the tight end. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
That's a good job here staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second and manageable here for this offense.
Second down after that previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Quick completion to the tight end. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down. And the Nittany Lions pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. Looking to throw again. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, can you believe it? He dropped the ball. Don't see that often from this excellent receiver. He's going to bring up second down. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. They're going to run it. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
And he'll drop back here on third down. The throw complete to the running back underneath. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Second down play coming up. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Looking to throw it on first down. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Bringing pressure. Using his legs on the scramble. And we're able to get him down. Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Catch made on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark, see if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Second down, looking to throw it. The pass rush closing in. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he'll fling this one deep down the middle. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Pass caught. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Returner decides to field it. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Chris, that's every quarterback's worst nightmare. A wide-open receiver streaking for a touchdown. You could throw a hook shot out there, let him get underneath it, and let him run to the end zone. What a missed opportunity.
It's a quick grab. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Makes a quick catch. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. First down. They're going to throw the football. Looking right. This one caught. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. A last gasp pass as time expires in the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
It's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The short completion of the tight end.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He bought some time, now lets it go. He pulls in the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move his sticks, more than enough for a first down. The Nittany Lions lining up here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw yet again. Makes a quick grab. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game, they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receiver.
Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
They look to throw it here on second down. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Brought down after a short return. What? The interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Gets into space at the 50. Tackle made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 33-yard line.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offensive rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass here on second down. Fires it to the wideout. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
We finally see a changeup from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal was obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. They keep the kicker on the sidelines. It's 4th down from the 4. They're going for it. Quarterback drops back. Looking to the end zone. The pass ball is incomplete. A big 4th down stop for this defense.
Chris, the design of this play is perfect. Everything you want to see. The quarterback puts the ball on the money. The ball is right in his arms. All he has to do is catch it for a touchdown, and he drops it on 4th down.
And now the handoff. Oh, what a move. Goes right through the tackle. He's got room to run now. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a 1st down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, and he fumbled the ball. Potential disaster here. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover. Touchdown, Bama. The defense adds 6 points. That's a scoop and score. Defense making a monster play there.
Well, his eyes must have gotten so big when he saw that ball pop out, chance to pounce on it, and instead of doing it the more conservative way and just falling on it, he decides to take it to the house for a touchdown, something he'll remember for the rest of his career.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They've got to get things going here. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Breaks the tackle, gets into the clear. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Powers through. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
Cobra.
They're going to run the option. Pitch play to the back. He's free around the 15. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Inside the 30. At the 10. Touchdown, tie. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. He just took that the length of the field in one play. What a nightmare for this defense. 98 yards? Good luck stopping that guy.
And the extra point makes this a 35-zip game. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
Short pass finds the tight end. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the third quarter. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Here's the handoff. He shreds the tackle. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Ball away quickly, but nobody in the area, and the official's going to call intentional grounding here. Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Second down, we're going to throw it, and he lofts it toward the sideline. Pass caught down at the 20. They tackle him all the way down to the 15-yard line. This offense is knocking on the door now.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
Well, they don't block the defensive end. They showed some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
He throws it away. A smart choice that time, but it will bring up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, they actually call a play that goes in the wrong direction. It seems like everything they've called has worked out, whether it's on the ground or through the air. And this time, the defense steps up and makes a play.
And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. And they add to their lead. After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Breaking free at the 35. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
Get set, get set. Left.
There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Here's another interception, but we're losing track. Using a strong stiff arm. Plainly able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
The offense will begin now with excellent field position. Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quick throw caught on the left side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. Here comes a handoff. Breaks loose at the 45. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory. Tackled at the 45.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Now it's second down here. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. It's a short completion to the big tight end.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this team.
And he'll lost it to the end zone. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Nittany Lions will have 1st and 10 here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Hey, that's a great gain right here for these guys, and it hasn't been a good day, let's face it. But I love the fact that they're still fighting. And a drive like this, who knows what it could do for you. Maybe get points on the board, maybe not able to come back in this game, but, man, it could really help you down the road as far as showing what your character's about and how you're not giving up.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Hey, there's the execution. It's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game,
Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and reset and playing it to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. You're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
And they tack on the extra point. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And now before the kickoff, a timeout has been taken by the receiving team. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. 1st down here for this offense. They're going to run it here. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
And the running back takes the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whatever we feel like doing.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. The back's got it. And it's a touchdown, but there is a flag down. Let's check out the marker. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course.
Got it.
They'll run this play from the pistol formation.
In blue. It's on.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Alabama. And the route is on.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield, and that's why he got that ball to the end zone.
That's it. It's official. We have our national champions.